So, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about how to make a good first impression. And this is so important because it can make or break you. But before I jump in today's show, if you've not been to our website, you got to check out nextlevelwholesaling.com. And there you can get a copy of the Next Level Wholesaling Assessment. It's something that my mentor helped basically create for me. I wanted more money, more freedom, more time. And he had me rate myself in the major areas of my business. And so I've now created this for you. Go ahead and take it. It's completely free, completely private. No one else is going to find out about it. And it's basically going to give you a score, and it's going to become abundantly clear on what you need to do to get off the treadmill of crappy little transactions and run around like a chicken with your head cut off to a business that's going to spit off massive amounts of cash month after month after month with very little of your involvement. So go to nextlevelwholesaling.com and take that assessment today. All right, so let's talk about how to make a good first impression. And this is really, really, really important because people are going to make up their mind about you, in the first couple minutes they talk about you. And if it's not in the first couple minutes, it's certainly within their first interaction. And so once you lose them, it's really hard to get them back. So you want to do this right on the front end. The good thing is that most of your competition sucks. They don't listen to this podcast. They are not intentional. They are run around by the seat of their pants. And so I want you to start to get really serious about how you talk to sellers and your reputation and how you are viewed. So the first thing that I'm going to recommend to you, I highly recommend one market. And I also recommend that you go hyper local. You have so many advantages. People will know about you. You can find common interest, common places, common things. People can use a local title company. And so that's my recommendation to you. And so for me, I recently got a new air conditioning put in, and I chose a hyper local company. Not only did I feel like their reputation was more important to them, but the technician, we knew some similar people, and we chose them because there was just more trust there, period. So pick a market, be there, be central to that, have your office there, or at least have your post office box there, and just be seen as a local fixture. Number two is when you talk to somebody, you want to build common bonding. So if you guys can find common people, this goes back to the first section I was talking about, use that. The principal at the high school, the teacher, the football coach, the swim coach, the soccer coach, the softball coach, the librarian, I don't care, but find common friends. If you can't find common friends, find common shopping, right? Maybe you guys both like the special breakfast burritos at Sarita's Taco Shop, right? Or wherever you eat. Maybe it's the hamburgers at Joe's Diner. I don't care what it is, but find something in common. Build a bond. People do business who they know, like, and trust. That first word is know. If you know similar people, they feel like they know you. If you do similar things, they feel like they know you. If you shop the same place, well, you guys must be alike. All right. So find common people, find common shopping, find common things, common interest, build a bond. First two things. And those both are, conversational. And so that is like right on the spot. Next thing is build up your Google business profile. If you don't know what it is, just Google Google business profile. It takes, a couple of hours to set up. You want to put pictures of your business on there. You want to talk about it. You want to add some content in there. Get some reviews from people who you have done business with. I'm telling you, as soon as you get off the phone with someone, the first thing they're going to do is Google you. Make sure that pops up. It's even more important than a website. It's free to set it up if you want to do it. You can hire other people to do it, but I highly, highly recommend that you set that up. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't. Next thing, you want to create an email signature. So at the bottom of your email, you want the same thing at the bottom of all your emails, right? Let's say your name is, Bobby Jones, right? Bobby Jones, acquisition specialist, Bobby Jones house buyers. And then underneath that, you want to say, see our testimonials, a link. When they click on that link, you want a compilation of your video testimonials from sellers. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, get some audio testimonials, right? So you can have people call your voicemail and just talk about how they liked working with you and just kind of add some video to that. But I got to tell you, they are so, so, so powerful. People will click on them. They mean a lot. Get it done. Next, you need a website. That is so, so, so important. Even if you're talking to an elderly seller who's not, web savvy, they're going to have their kids look you up, right? So be legitimate. Be legitimate. Get a website. My favorite way to go to or to get a website, the quickest way is we've partnered with Carrot. So go to Wholesaling Website Builder. That is Wholesaling Website Builder.com, and literally you could have a website up in like 10 minutes. Okay. Wholesaling Website Builder.com. We partner with Carrot to do that. Set it up, and you'll be up and running in, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't know, but get it done. Don't be an amateur. Next thing is keep a promise. So it doesn't have to be a big promise, but if you're on the phone with a seller and you say, hey, I'm going to call you back in exactly 20 minutes, that's going to be 11 o'clock on the dot. Will you make sure you're available there? Right? And the seller's going to say yes. At 10:59, you want to be waiting by your phone. As soon as it goes to 11 o'clock, boom, you hit talk to your seller or send. Get the seller on the phone at 11 o'clock. That phone's going to ring and they're going to say, wow, you are punctual. It's a way that you keep a promise. Now, that's the first time you do that. If you're going to meet with them in person, do the same exact thing. If you've got a 2 o'clock appointment, you want to be waiting outside their house at 1:55. At 1:59, walk up to the door. At 2:00, you want to ring that doorbell. And boom, you did it again. 2 for 2. You did it once on the phone, and now you're in person. And man, oh man, I'm telling you, these little things just build credibility. They're going to like you. They're not even going to know why they like you, but it works. The next thing I'm going to talk about is set the tone. So when you meet with a seller, you want to tell them what's going to go on during the process. And this, again, is a way of you keeping your word. So you'll say, hey, Mr. Seller, so I want to let you know, I'll come over. I'll take a look at the property here. We'll go back and forth. I'll talk about what your needs are, what your goals are, and then we can see if we can't come to terms on a price. And then if you feel like it's a fit, then we'll move forward. And at the end of this, okay, it's totally okay to tell me no. If I'm not a fit, if you decide to go another direction, I want you to tell me no. Is that okay? Right? And so now you've laid out the process. They understand that. It's okay. You've backed off. And so now, not only have you've laid out the process for them, they know what's coming. They feel safe with you, right? Because they know what to expect. That is really, really important. The next thing that also will build credibility is, again, you being blatantly honest with them that you need to make a profit. So if you say, Mr. Seller, I'll tell you what, I'll come over as an investor. I do need to be able to make a profit. So knowing that, is it worth me coming over? And they'll say, yeah, I know you've got to make a profit. Well, great, right? Or I might say, hey, your best bet might be to list with a real estate agent. For me, I've got to buy this house. I've got to, I've got all the risk that is associated with that, and I've got to be able to make a profit. Maybe I'm not the right fit for you. And people love that. They love that because it doesn't look like you're trying to hide something, right? They know, okay, yeah, there's got to be margin in here for them. And these are just really, really small things, but if you're upfront and you're honest, it doesn't mean that you have to tell the seller every detail of your transaction, but you give them the bones, they're going to feel great. All right, so let me review. Number 1, hyperlocal. Number 2, you want to find common people, common shopping, common things. Fill out your Google business profile. Get your testimonials in your email signature. Check out Wholesaling Website Builder.com, Wholesaling Website Builder.com. Get a website, please. Keep a promise. Call it an exact time. Do the same thing in person. You want to set the tone. You want to tell the seller it's okay to say no. And finally, tell them that you're to help them, but you're here to help them, but you're also here to make a profit, right? Just take away the tension. It's easy. They're going to love you, and you're going to completely dominate your competition. You're going to make big paychecks, and your bank account, it's going to be massive, right? You're going to have an MBA, a massive bank account. That's my favorite kind. All right. So I hope you enjoyed today's show. Go to nextlevelwholesaling.com, take that assessment, and I will talk to you on the next episode.